Number 4 is where I really dug, the Sith Lord, and we see Yaddle. I'm so happy to see Yaddle. This
Right.
was a nice, wonderful surprise, played by Bryce Dallas Howard.
And her hair was wonderful.
Yeah, well, it's good shampoo products up there.
They did a great job with her hair. I'm just gonna say it. When we see Yaddle in the seat in the council, not so good. Maybe that was the day she decided to leave.
Everybody was suffering that day. If you saw Yoda, I mean, hell, they CGI'd him later on because he was having a rough
I think that maybe they were out. Maybe him and Yaddle were out partying all night the day before that council meeting. Holy moly! No, this was by far one of my. It's a toss-up for me, but this was by far one of my favorites. I loved the transition they did in this one as well. It was so good. Between meeting Qui-Gon at the elevator after we find out he's just met what he thinks is a Sith Lord, it was so cool because it just takes you back. And then the fact that they spoke to each other before, and then it just cuts to that he's gone. It was so good with him. You notice he's staring at the tree and time has passed, and it was just so good. But I really enjoyed Yaddle, man. I really enjoyed Yaddle.
Like, how cool is it too? Is the implication that at the time of episode 1, Dooku was still a part of the Jedi Order.
Yeah.
Like, that's really cool to see. And then they very neatly explained why he wasn't at Qui-Gon's funeral, because he was pissed.
Yeah.
The timing,
it was really good. It was really well written. This one, really well written, and I really enjoyed it.
I can't say anything else about it like you guys did. It's so, and not only is it just like it was the moment after they discovered Darth Maul, but in my background I've got the scene where he's in the archives deleting the things that happened around the same time as well.
And we get to see Joe I can't say it. Joe Canastu, is it the librarian?
Joe Castanu.
Yeah.
Castanu, yeah. So you get to see her as well, which is cool.
Oh, and you talk about the respect among the Jedi. Like, even after Dooku walks out of the archives, he sees like he passes another Jedi. He still like gives him a nod.
Yeah.
Like he's not like running around like making evil noises, twirling his mustache.
Right.
Like,
it was so good to see it because you just wonder how all that went down.
Yeah.
And like you say, to know he wouldn't go to that funeral because they wouldn't like what I had to say. It's so cool, and in Yaddle trying to figure it all out, But that scene, that fight scene, I really enjoyed that. And to see Dooku not having a red saber, but having his Jedi saber and taking on another. I don't think I've seen that. Maybe I have, but I don't remember a Jedi
Anakin versus Obi-Wan.
Well, yeah, that's true. I think I was just too blown away with the saber twirling. But you know what I mean? To see this evil character as we presumed to be, I guess we saw it all the way through that. Yeah, you're right. But it was cool.
Still, though, it's a striking visual.
And how hard, I don't know. I loved the doorway. The doorway with the cogs. It looked like a giant jack-o'-lantern's teeth. It was just so, and it was closing. It just looked like evil was just coming. It was so cool. Cool.
It gave me a tremendous amount of respect for the Yaddle character because she was a joke. She was a running joke that people, you didn't see her in episode 2 and 3 because people are like, oh, it's a friggin' female Yoda. Get it off the screen. We don't need to see this.
There can be only one.
There can be only one. And the fact that they wrote her out so well gave her such a great actress to play her character and just give her a purpose for being, which is really, and also I can't tell if this is a good thing or bad thing. Her speech pathology was not as reversed. I like it. I'm confused by it, but I still like it. So what is wrong with Yoda?
It just means Yoda got hit on the head hard.
So I did read into it. Again, this is all hearsay, but apparently even back in the day, Frank Oz had come up with a backstory for Yoda and why his speech pattern is so messed up.
He used to drink?
Just heavy drinker.
Heavy spotchka inhaler.
What else is there to do on Dagobah? No, apparently Frank Oz's backstory for him was it was out of respect for his master. So the implication there is that whoever Yoda's master was spoke like that as well.
Okay.
And I mean, you think about it, like you live somewhere, you're going to pick up the accent.
I don't know.
And
what
I
you mean.
assume that's just kind of an extension of that.
It's kind of cool. I like
Again,
that.
This is all hearsay.
I know that's
speculation,
cool. It's better. It's closer to Yoda than we've ever gotten. Even
I'm
we don't
just
even know
more,
where he's from.
Yeah, I'm just more impressed that Jamie gave us some speculation.
I mean, this is
You broke the oath, sir.
I'm regurgitating speculation from
You're
Frank
regurgitating.
Oz,
Okay,
who is
so-
Yoda.
Yeah.
It's a technicality. All right.
Yeah.
Great fight scene. I did enjoy. We had what's his face coming back as what's his
Ian
face?
McDermott.
Ian McDermott, of course.
Yeah, he's not
Never
really
a what's his face. I can tell you that right now.
What's his
My
face?
lord.
What's his nuts is Ian McDermott. Yeah, that was nice to hear him again.
Yeah, to see that
excited.
creepy smile
Yeah.
from under the hood. But what an impactful moment when he just says to her, "Let me give you some peace," or something. What was it? Was that the line? "Let me give you
Yeah.
peace." It was so like I remember just turning out and going,
Cold.
"Oh!" And then the little puff of smoke after he slices her. It was
Yeah.
just savage.
And just
but
the noise of the
that little
saber.
squeak. I can't.
Yeah.
do it. You're a saber twiddler. You can probably do that. But yeah, that squeak it makes because it's just gone into the.
You know what struck me about that moment, because it's the same, like that sound is super visceral. It's the same sound you get, like the exact same sound effect you get when Anakin cuts
Chops
Dooku's
off his
hands
head.
off.
Oh, you're right. His hands or his head?
Both.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it is.
As soon as you started saying that, I was like, oh my god, I know where he's going with this. Yeah. Do it.
Yeah. Do it.
Do
Yeah,
it.
and I mean,
Do
how
it.
cool is that, seeing Sidious in the background
Yeah, just loving it.
and just two Jedi fighting it out.
Just you can see that grin under the hood.
Yeah. And I mean, what a heartbreaking story. Yaddle being the only one that is even close to understanding what Dooku is going through and trying to reach him.
Yeah.
But like by that point it's way too late.
Yeah.
But like she tries nonetheless and loses her life for it.
Oh, she didn't open the door and jump out the other way. She opened the door and fell in there to her inevitable death.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, when that door opens up again and you're like, oh shit, what's gonna happen next? And then
Yeah. What a cool moment though.
yeah, it was so good.
It
So
did bring respect for Yaddle for me, as I said.
Totally.
So, yeah.
Yeah, some of that respect was lost with the choice of spacecraft that she traveled around in. I mean, it was kind of like the one from Spaceballs, but
It's kind of unassuming though. I like that. It was just like a little chunky barge thing. Like it wasn't
I forgot what it
anything
looked like.
flashy or it was basically just a shoebox. She was
yeah,
flying
just
a
think
shoebox.
Spaceballs.
Yeah.
It was a cube car.
Yeah,
So